Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. So looking at this current Bitcoin price action, you can see guys, Bitcoin since yesterday is clearly showing a really bullish scenario. And many people are actually asking me, hey Anoop, is this real breakout or is this going to turn as a fake out? So guys, in this video, we are actually going to look into price action of Bitcoin and see what is actually unfolding right now, guys. So before I jump into the content, guys, I would also really appreciate if you could smash the like button and also hit the subscribe button and the bell if you're watching this for the first time. So now, if we look at this current price action of Bitcoin, I told you guys, I showed you with this 20 exponential moving averages, 50 exponential moving average crossover scenario, and how to identify that the trend is actually bullish or the trend is bearish. And looking at this current Bitcoin price action, you can see guys, this here, the crossover, the 20 exponential moving average crossing over the 50 exponential moving average is actually a bullish scenario. The price could be heading to the upside. And when you see the 50 exponential moving average above the 20 exponential moving average, then that actually indicates, hey, the trend might be reversing. And I showed you in my previous example. You can see here, when you see this 50 exponential moving average above the 20 exponential moving average, that indicates bearish scenario, and opposite is a bullish scenario. I mean the 20 exponential moving average above the 50 exponential moving average. And now you can see right now, if we look at the current Bitcoin price action, we have clearly broken above the symmetrical triangle. And now also looking at this 50 exponential moving average and also the 20 exponential moving average, guys, you can see it looks like we might see a crossover very soon. You can see here the green line, the 20 exponential moving average is clearly heading to the upside, indicating, hey, we might see a bullish crossover. So if you look to the downside, I also actually showed you how you can confirm that this here is RSI. If you see the RSI level above 50, that indicates the trend is actually heading to the upside, and below the 50 level, the trend is in a downtrend. But now you can see here, whenever you saw this bullish crossover, like 20 exponential crossing over the 50 exponential moving average and also the RSI above 50 level, that gave us a confirmation, hey, this is a bullish trend, right? So now if we look at this current Bitcoin price action, here we had this bearish crossover, the 50 exponential moving average above the 20 exponential moving average. You can see here, right, the exponential moving average, and also to the downside, the RSI was below 50 level. So now if you look at this here, we are about to form a crossover. And if that happens, guys, if the crossover is going to happen here, the 20 exponential moving average crossing over the 50 exponential moving average, what that would indicate is the price of Bitcoin is actually in a very bullish scenario. Why? Because you can see the RSI here to the downside is now clearly above the 50 level. Because I told you, if the RSI is above the 50 level and you see this crossover, the bullish crossover, that actually indicates, hey, now the trend is actually a bullish trend and it's going to continue to the upside. And looking at this right now, the RSI had already confirmed it. You can see here very clearly it's heading to the upside above 50 level, and now we are actually waiting for this crossover to give us a confirmation, the 20 exponential moving average crossing over the 50 exponential moving average. And not only that, guys, if you look at this price action of Bitcoin, in a different scenario, you can also see right now what is actually unfolding for Bitcoin. Because let's use this rising channel here, right, or so-called ascending channel. So if we look at the price action of Bitcoin using this ascending channel, you can also notice the price here, after reaching the lower line of this ascending channel, did found a very strong support. And now it's also indicating, hey, this scenario here, it actually looked like a double bottom, indicating the trend is in a bullish phase. So if you look at this right now, you can also see that rejection here is going to be around this 11,100 area, because you know there is one resistance line here, and also to the downside you can see the previous support and resistance line did act as a resistance here, but the daily candle actually closed above it, and now we are also seeing this bullish scenario. But you can see here, this here to the downside around this 10,900 is a very strong support for Bitcoin. And even lower, if the price is going to get even lower, we also have another support at 10,700 area. And guys, I myself actually took a short from this price level of 10,930 area. The reason was the volume here. When we had this breakout like this, the volume gave confirmation. And yesterday, looking at this price structure and looking at this volume, you can see here the volume was not giving a proper confirmation, the breakout confirmation. And that was one question. And the second one was going to the order book heat map. Let me switch the chart. So going through this order book heat map yesterday, around this price level of 10,800 to 11,000, there were more than like 4,000 Bitcoin ready to be executed, guys. That's why I also thought actually taking this into consideration and saying that, hey, after reaching this level, there might be some possibility of a reversal along with that volume confirmation. And yesterday, not only this order book heat map or this volume confirmation, also the CPR, the daily CPR, the price actually reached the airfall level. Let me show you guys. Yesterday, when the price came around this daily airfall level, that gave me an alert. Most of the cases, price after reaching the daily airfall level, it tends to reverse, and that was also a reason why I decided to take a short. And our first target level of 10,850 got triggered. We made around 12% profit, but now after that you can see there is a very bullish scenario unfolding, and if my stop loss is going to get hit, guys, I'm going to be completely fine with that, because market like this, right, is unpredictable, and also as a trader, this is going to be another learning process for us. And also you cannot win all the time, and you have to understand that as well. So now if we look at this current Bitcoin price action in a monthly CPR, guys, a really interesting scenario is unfolding. Let's switch the chart. So guys, now if we actually look at this price action of Bitcoin with the help of this monthly CPR, I told you the CPR is one of the strongest resistance, because the price also opened below the monthly CPR level. And you can see here, this CPR did act as a very strong resistance. And yesterday, when we had this bullish candle, the price hesitated to break above it. But today we found a strong support at the bottom monthly CPR. You can see here, guys, this here was the final support of this monthly CPR, and also after that price actually got a very strong support, and we saw another bullish candle forming. But if you look at this price action of Bitcoin with the help of this monthly CPR, now the price of Bitcoin is clearly above the monthly CPR, which actually acted as a very strong resistance. And now the CPR line is going to be a support, and we know that. So what I'm actually expecting right now is price to give us a proper like confirmation that this is actually a breakout, because with the previous example I want 20 exponential moving average crossing over the 50 exponential moving average, because that will give me one confirmation that, hey, now along with the RSI above 50 level, that's giving me a confirmation the trend is bullish. And also closing above this price level, I mean above 11,000 in a daily time frame, this would give me another confirmation this trend actually looks very bullish, because we know this CPR now is going to be another support for Bitcoin. And also if we want to look into another example, no problem, let's switch the chart. So now if we look at this price action in a daily time frame, I told you guys on my previous video this descending channel, and inside this descending channel we also saw ascending channel forming, right? And I actually showed you guys very loud and clear, if we are going to see any sort of a breakout, this breakout must be a very bullish candle. It's not going to be a candle like this here. We have to see a very bullish candle. And now you can also see the price is clearly above the upper line of this descending channel, indicating, hey, this upper line did act as a very strong support for Bitcoin. You can see here, right? And what I'm actually expecting, the price consolidate and give us a proper confirmation that, hey, the price level of 11,000 is actually a very strong support. Then we can look for long opportunities. But now looking at this here, there is another bullish scenario unfolding, and if you look to the downside, you will notice something very interesting scenario unfolding. If you notice this alligator indicator here, this alligator indicator, for those people who have recently joined my channel, guys, here this moving averages, the blue line represents the jaw of an alligator, the red line is the teeth, and the green line is lip. So if you see the green line at the top, right, the green line at the top and the jaw line, I mean the blue line at the bottom, that indicates, hey, now the alligator is hungry and it's going to start feeding in upper direction. Opposite, very simple, guys. If you see the blue line at the top, I mean the blue line crossing over the red line and the green line, here for example, now you can see the blue line is at the top and the green line is at the bottom. That indicates, this crossover indicates the trend is very bearish. And you can see here right now, or when we had this bearish and bullish crossover, it had a really nice pump. And when you see this kind of moving average is coiling up, that indicates now the alligator is taking a nap, or it's just not hungry enough to start feeding. So in this case right now, you can also see this here, the coiling up of this moving averages indicated the alligator is now sleeping. And now if we look at this current scenario, this is pointing out that we might see a crossover, a bullish crossover like this, because I told you, if the alligator is now hungry and it's going to start to feed, the green line will be at the top, the red line is going to be in the middle, and the last, this is going to be the jaw. So in this case, if this is going to pan out, guys, if this is going to happen, it is going to give us another confirmation that now the trend is actually very, very bullish. But so far you can see the coiling up, we are not seeing exactly that, hey, now the trend has started to move to the upside. But the other indicator is showing that, hey, the trend is actually bullish. But looking through a different scenario, the trend is very bullish for Bitcoin at this current stage. But we said we are going to wait price to find support above the 11,000 price level. And after that, if we still see the moving averages above like this, the green at the top, the jawline at the bottom, and also the previous example with 20 exponential moving average, 50 crossing over the 50 exponential moving average, RSI above the 50 level, those are the things which give us a confirmation that, hey, now the trend is going to continue to the upside. And also we want the price of Bitcoin to find support at the top monthly CPI. I mean, the price should stay above the CPI level. So guys, this is what I see for Bitcoin at this current stage. So this is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button and the bell if you're watching this for the first time. So by saying this, I'm signing off. Bye bye.